On the previous video, we talked about C variables and literal. If you haven't watched the video, click the link on the upper right. Now, let us proceed to C output function, F function. In C programming, the printf is one of the main functions for output. The function sends formatted output to the screen. This is the syntax on using the printf function of C. It is divided into three parts. First is the function name, which is printf, followed by the argument inside the open and close parentheses. And last is the terminator. Observe this example. It will produce the output hello world. So how does the program work? All valid C programming must contain the main function. The code execution begins in the main function. The printf is the library function to send formatted output to the screen. This prints the string inside the quotation. To use printf in our program, we need to include the standard input-output header file using the number include stdio.h statement. The return zero statement inside the main function is the exit status of the program. By default, printf requires at least one argument, which is the string argument or the text to be displayed on the screen. In this example, the string argument is hello Baisu. Printf allows multiple arguments. Look at this example. Here we are trying to print the value of the test integer variable. As you can see, we have two arguments. The first argument is the string message the test integer is, and the second argument is the test integer variable. The two argument is separated by a comma. Now, if we run the code, this will be the output. Notice that the value 10 is displayed, not %d. It is because %d is just a placeholder for the actual value. We use %d since we are trying to display an integer value. So look at this coding. Look at this demo. Notice that whatever value we assign to the test integer variable, it will be displayed when the program runs. It is because the test integer variable is pointing to the %d placeholder as specifier. Okay, what is a placeholder? A placeholder is a character, word, or string of characters that temporarily takes the place of the final data. Look at this example. Good morning, then blank. The blank space here serves as the placeholder. So whatever value you type here will serve as the final value. Say, for example, good morning, Bob, or good morning, Mark. Here, Bob and Mark are the value. In C, we don't just type a blank space. We need to use a placeholder specifier that will indicate the data type of the value that will be placed on the blank. Here's a list of data types and their corresponding placeholder specifier. Now, let us proceed to C input function. What is an input? Inputs are data entered into a program, whether manually by the programmer or digitally. In C programming, scanf is one of the commonly used functions to take input from the user. The scanf function reads formatted input from standard input such as a keyboard. In the scanf syntax, you are only required to supply two values, the placeholder and the address of the variable. Recall that a placeholder is like an empty blank in a fill in the blank exam. In this case, we add a placeholder to indicate the data type of the value we are expecting. If we use the %d, then that means we are expecting an integer value. Or if we use %c, that means we are expecting a character value. The address of variable, on the other hand, it is where the value is stored in our memory. For now, to simplify things, we just remember to place an ampersand symbol or the and symbol before the variable name. Here's an example of asking the user to input an age, which is an integer value. In line 4, we created a variable age integer type with no initial value. In line 5, it is just a message or instruction telling the user what to do. Line 6, using the scanf function, we are asking the user to input a value and will be stored on the variable age. On line 8, we print the value of the variable age. Look at this coding demo. We will try to input random value as age on our program. As you can see, we were able to display the value 30, which is an input from the user. Let's try another value, the value 12. Here, we successfully displayed 12, which is the input from the user. So basically, that is how scanf works. Okay, that's it. See you on the next video and happy coding.